Welcome to Fashionborn. Ooh, I never really noticed this before, but I think each of those things hanging from the belt across Silas's waist is a quicksilver bullet. Or possibly a bell. Oh yeah, they're necromantic bells. Okay, that's cool. It's time for the Tomb of Odeon. As far as I know, this is actually the only place I have to go now. It is some sort of main storyline progression-y area. This is where I defeated the old hunter, ex-priest Father Gascoigne, who, oddly enough, appears to have been genuinely a member of the Healing Church, but not entitled to the title of Father, which they do not use. I don't know, it's a bit incoherent, that. So Gascoigne was or had been a hunter. However, he had, what do they call it, the beastly plague? I don't know, for whatever reason, he turned into one of those things, even though he believed this was happening to others. Something about the taste of blood he mentioned. There are clearly pitfalls in this whole situation, things to avoid. What's all this then? Gate. Alright. That's the key I got from Gascoigne. Killing him makes sense. Anything else around here? Some blood. Oh. And some treasure. A red jeweled brooch. What is this? Used to gain droplet blood gem. What? I don't know what that means, but I don't want to waste it. Droplet blood gem. I'll try using that at some point in the future when I'm in some sort of dangerous situation. I feel like I could use some sort of boost. I don't know what it will do exactly, but it sounds like something I want to take advantage of. Chop. Oh, I've got to try out all these weapons. There's all these new types of things I can buy. Many of them are quite cheap. Many of them were also just not suited to my build, but I do have, for example, this thing. It's a saw, but it's also a spear. So that'll be an interesting thing. Yet more sewers or aqueducts. I feel like the weapon testing should be something I do in a more en masse fashion, not when exploring a new area. Ooh. I've climbed up into somebody's study. What is that? The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. What? Did Gascoigne write this and mistake the shuddering of his illness for something else? Ooh, what's this? Blood gem workshop tool. Now I know what that is because I've seen its description on loading screens. It's something you use in the workshop in the Hunter's Dream to customize weapons. So I'll look forward to that. But I'll need blood gems to use it, which is probably where the jeweled brooch comes in. I get it. What? What's this? healing church. Who was... Is there any more healing to be found here? Oh, shit! I didn't mean to press that. The triggers on the PS4 controller are very sensitive. I'm so sorry.
Ah, please, no more.
Fuck.
It's my fault.
Help you how? A pebble.
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter.
God, I've got to be really careful
Very
here.
sorry. The incense must have masked your scent.
Incense?
Good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside.
Yes, I noticed
Waiting
that.
for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know. Since forever.
Oh.
But it won't end nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Well, I did know somebody who was looking for a safe place. William Chapel. So sorry about accidentally hitting you, but you look like a bloodstain. Also, some sort of bestial thing. I just hope that, like, sending people to Sanctuary here won't result in this entity, like, eating them or something.
I know I should, if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erd, if they seem worth it. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
I mean, it seems like a good thing to do. Assuming I can help people. Yeah, let's go. Send that woman here who wanted Sanctuary. I know I've missed lighted windows in a couple of places, lamplit places. I may have to do a little bit of an audit. Yeah, that's what I'll go and do right now. I'm going to start all the way back in the sick room and go chat some windows up. Now that there is a place to offer them sanctuary of a dubious sort. The Erden Chapel. Incense, which hides the smell of hunters and keeps away the beasts, allegedly. I don't know. I don't know about all this.
Oh, well, splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume?
That I am.
Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
Okay, that's interesting. I unexpectedly have the choice of two places to send survivors. You've got Dr. Iosefka here, who can just about see through that window, who may or may not have been involved in blooding me, but has at least been giving me healing items, so yeah, that's helpful. And you've got the the red morass in the Odin Chapel, I think I'll try sending people to the clinic. Not necessarily that I trust what they do here, because I don't know, this atmosphere looks in some ways unpleasant, understated. But I certainly don't trust the other guy, and at the very least, I think Yosefka and whoever else might be here, like that old man, it wasn't Gascoigne, whoever, they seem to know some things about what's going on, have more of a handle on things. Device. Indeed, I have learned some more about what's going on as well. Oh. The sky has changed. The sun is setting. Wow, that's pretty and pretty ominous. It's both pretty and pretty spooky. So Yharnam, a sickness took it, and for a long time, end quote, there have been hunts, nights of the hunt, when I guess beasts are out and so are mobs looking for them, and there's not necessarily much difference between the two. And various things have happened during this period of ongoing terror, which has lasted somehow for a long time, partly due to the influence, I guess, of the healing church, which is able to counteract the hunt in part, maybe, and possibly hunters. It's not clear what the relationship between the two is. But somehow the city has lived with this situation, sinking further and further into ruin and despair, but the hunts do end. But this time it's not clear whether they will. So, did I see any lighted doors around here? Oh, there's one on the road, isn't there? So I'll check this out before I head back up. There may be multiple in this direction now that I think about it. I can recall some places to check. Yeah, I'm going to go and offer sanctuary to people. Probably the sanctuary of the clinic rather than the chapel. I have my doubts about the nature of that incense, the nature of that giggling mass. It doesn't seem super safe. Ultimately, as a professional, Silas must put his faith in medicine, rather than superstition. Plague-ridden. Yeah, that's what they think. They think people catch the illnesses and turn into beasts. Passion, blood. So what's different about this night, this hunt? What is it that means it may never end? Definitely doors on the street here. For example, I think there's one off to the left here. No, it's not actually at all. Here it is, the lantern. Off-comer. Just what does Silas come off as? There is one at the very end of Furry Road, so I'll head all the way along. It was actually quite near a shortcut, but not a very short one, so this won't be any slower, I think. Besides, I'm now adept enough at dealing with these guys that I'm pretty sure I can make it along the road, no problems. Ow. I did not manage to get the full recovery there. doors, lanterns. Quite a few places to search. That is a relaxing task as well as a generous one. Very... Did you say I smell beast or foul beast? Wasn't clear. Brickman. It's quite funny how this area was like a huge pain, and just consistently moving around and completing the whole thing was like a vast challenge at first, and now scant hours of gameplay later is just super easy. Like, I just have absolute confidence in being able to succeed here, basically. So, same one as before. Is that lantern? No, it's the lanterns placed on the ground that burn reddish. Those are the ones which indicate safety. Oh, you know what? The lanterns are probably burning the very same incense. That's interesting. If the lanterns keep beasts away based on incense, perhaps I should be sending people to the battle. Like, is the clinic safe for any reason beyond its location? Then again, if it's got actual medical personnel. Yeah, even if I take hits from time to time, it's like, they do drop blood vials. Doggy. Ow. Okay, that was unnecessary. Could not have made that mistake. That was old style hunting. Has no place in the new era. Cool. Oh, I could have just gone up these stairs. I never noticed these ones before. That would have been quicker. Okay, so over to the house I remember here, where someone wants to chat. That body looks like it'll get up.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well,
That's not helpful.
I don't reckon we're
Okay. Still at least 2 more to try, though. Possibly 3. What's the quickest way to get where I want to be? Why is this guy obsessed with this door? Ow. There's some sort of shortcut in this direction near some crows. I want to revalidate my sense of layout. The third one. I thought there were 2 crows. It's not there. Alright, it's up these stairs. Yeah. And then this leads to, what, the sewers? Oh, one of the windows, okay.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter?
Yep.
I'm ready to look for my mum.
Oh.
Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone. I'm scared.
I'm sorry. I'll try and find her, but no promises.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum was a
Oh,
red-filled
shit.
brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
But
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
But the woman in Gascoigne's arena had the brooch. Could this be Gascoigne's daughter? If I'd played the music box, could he have been saved? Oh my god. I should have come here earlier.
Hello, mister.
I'm sorry. I mean, maybe her father is someone else, but maybe not.
Mr. Hunter, leave me alone.
I'm sorry. Oh man. When Daddy forgets us, indeed. Man, what the heck. This city has problems. I feel like the only professional response at this point is to solve them. I'm gonna clean up this town. Yeah, thinking about layout and stuff, I could have gone there before meeting Father Gascoigne. Who knows if it would have changed anything, but he might not be the man. I mean, the girl's mother was definitely the victim there, but Father may or may not have been Gascoigne. I don't know. I don't know, but I suspect. Onward and upward, back to the central Yarnum lab, where there's someone to talk to, and then on from there to the one person I know actually wants sanctuary. It's not very popular. So, Guy Gilliam? I don't know, whatever his name was. Coughing man.
You needn't concern yourself with me.
Gilbert!
I'm afraid I'm of little help now.
Gilbert.
But before I did this,
What?
I made no use. What afflicted me was incurable. But this time gave me hope.
How?
Their strange blood bought me time.
Oh, I see.
I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
Ah, okay, well, nicely done. I wonder what a flame sprayer is. Okay, so... the woman who actually wanted sanctuary.
This time's finished.
Nope. Nothing. So, blood vials and quicksilver bullets. The system is definitely a compromise between Estus flasks and healing gems. These things are fairly readily available, but not actually trivial to obtain. They can run out. And particularly, shining coins, sounds good to have. Particularly, during a given... Oh. Ow. Just gonna shoot him to death. Okay, so I will now demonstrate something. Just use 2 blood vials, right? Because I screwed up. But now I can pick up 2 blood vials and I'm back up to 20. So while Estus flasks are kind of hard capped, your distance between bonfires is limited by your Estus flasks and your ability to avoid damage. In Bloodborne, you can actually keep going. You can just keep on exploring Yharnam. As long as you keep occasionally finding blood vials, because you can just keep adding them back to your inventory. The new ones are perfectly fine. So you essentially have rather more leeway when exploring than you do in Dark Souls. But you can't just farm enough to trivialize any given boss. You've got to budget. The cost of this is you might have to farm a little bit. I think it's a good trade-off. I wonder what's where Eileen was.
What is it now?
Sanctuary.
Better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice, safe place. Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess down here.
Yep, I guess I do have to go slit some throats. Just, I don't know. It would probably be nice if I wasn't missing every potential opportunity to avoid killing people. Then maybe that would be this would be a different kind of story, though. Okay. That seems like a good day's work. Some people have potentially been helped. It's a nice change. Well, one person. I made a little girl very sad, I guess. Maybe it wasn't a great day's work. But whatever. I learned some backstory, that's what matters. See you next time.